One second. Can you see my tab?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start. So mainly like I wanted to cover the topic like how you can build your blockchain project with Chainstack. And currently like we are the only provider of Starknet nodes in the ecosystem. Recently like Infura started up, but like we were the first one to actually do so. And let's get started. So like before you start building a blockchain project, the first thing you actually need to ask yourself is that you do actually need a blockchain, because like currently there are a lot of projects that are actually building on blockchain which actually doesn't require blockchain. Most people are using it because they feel like Web3 and blockchain are like a pretty cool space to get into, and they feel like this could be the next big thing. But then like there are a lot of factors that determine whether your project actually needs a blockchain in the current scenario. So there are like 4 points that we usually determine whether your project actually needs a blockchain. The first one would be the actual fact that can you articulate a real problem? Can you actually solve a real problem with blockchain? Next thing would be, do your project actually need a database? Next one would be, too many people need to write to it, or too many people need to read to it. And the last one would be the fact that, do all writers trust each other in blockchain? And if that's it, no. And if the rest of them are yes, then you might need a blockchain. Then also it's a question of might or not. Let's see. So once you figure out the fact that you actually need a blockchain, the next thing is that you need to figure out whether you need a permissionless or a permission blockchain. So do you need control to read and write access, and do you need to have efficient transaction? If yes is the case, then probably you'll be needing a permission blockchain like Quorum. But in our case, it will be probably no, because we are using Starknet, so it is a public permissionless blockchain like Ethereum. And like I said, the factors about these public permissionless blockchain would be the fact that anyone can actually join it, and anyone can read and write to it, and it can suffer low efficient of transaction. But that is the problem with blockchain, since it's a pretty new technology right now. And the last one is the trust issue, which no trust required between members. If that is the case, then we are going to use a public permissionless blockchain like Starknet. Now, to give a recap regarding the blockchain requirements, then you could actually use a permissioned or permissionless blockchain, and these things could have many factors. The main factors would be, you can have read and write access to it. It's transparent and it's immutable. Once something is written to the blockchain, then you cannot trace it out. And the next one would be the fact that it's very efficient considering all the other technologies, and everything happens through a consensus mechanism. So once you figure this part out, the next one would be to figure out network protocol. So this is a graph regarding all the protocols that are available right now in the market. As you can see, Ethereum shares like most of the graph area, because it's the most common, most used blockchain right now. And on top of Ethereum, there are like many small chains. So Starknet is fairly pretty new, and Starknet is considered to be like one of the best by most of the developers who are currently using it right now. So there are six things that you should consider while selecting a protocol. The first word would be the consensus protocol. The consensus about it is, how do participants agree to the state of the ledger? Efficiency, like how does the design impact the efficiency of transaction? This should be considered when you're considering protocol. The next one would be the maturity. Is it tested out by a lot of users already? Does it have a solid backing? Will it uncover stability issues? So that is the second thing you should consider while selecting a protocol. And next one would be the fact that community. How widely adopted? uh, is the community very open? Is the community very supportive? And is the community like sustaining it and developing it forward? That's the third point. The fourth point would be the roadmap. The roadmap, what are the plans for the future? What direction are they actually heading? And how is it going to change? Like what's going to happen in the ecosystem after a while? And the next point would be the documentation. Like how well is it documented for developers or independent people who are like trying to grasp onto it? And the last one is the complexity. Is it challenging to build with? Because like if it is challenging, and if it is in the alpha field, then it's pretty much really hard to build on top of it at the current moment. Considering a Starknet with all these 6 point, then I would say Starknet is pretty new, but it's pretty promising to build on top of it. There are a lot of protocols that are currently available. The main ones are Hyperledger Fabric, Ethereum, Multichain, Quorum, Coda, etc. In our case, Darknet is the protocol that we're going to use. I'm not going to go through it since we are going to focus on Starknet only. Okay, so once you figure out the protocol, is it going to be Starknet? Is a quick recap of everything that's happening in the Starknet, happening with the protocol. So the main thing regarding protocol would be the fact that you should consider the consensus, then you should consider the community, complexity, the maturity, the roadmap, and finally the documentation. So once you figure this part out, you can move on to how you're going to deploy the node on top of the project. So there are like multiple node deployment options at the moment. So the first one would be you could have a distributed node. If not distributed, you could end up with network that actually becomes centralized. So there is no actual point of using blockchain with it, and it will have a single point of failure. The next one would be the fact that is it hybrid or completely on cloud? Do you need to control of on-premise node, or can they all be managed by a cloud provider? And what do you require? What do your network members require? This should be considered. And the next one would be whether your node should be shared or dedicated. So the problem with shared node is that it's it could suffer latency issues and slower requests at a large volume. But then, like, considering a dedicated and shared node are considered to be much cheaper compared to dedicated and much easier to maintain. And I would say, like, if you're going for a dedicated node, there are unlimited access to it, and you don't have to share your resources with other applications. In the case of Starknet, there are like currently two nodes. I think the one is Pathfinder and second one is Juno. Both of them do have their own cons and problems at the moment, but then we'll get through it. And the last point would be its geographical locations. So deploying nodes closer to your area of operation gives you faster response time logically, and it could suffer less latency compared to a node that is hosted on a really far away place. So once you consider all these things, you are like literally ready to deploy your node. So a quick recap would be the fact that the node could be distributed, hybrid, or completely on cloud. It could have any kind of cloud providers like Amazon, Virtuoso, etc. And you could decide the cloud location region based on the geolocation, and the speed, the latency should be known, and the privacy and access, because security is a major concern in the blockchain field right now. No, there are a lot of choices that are available to right now, and most of the choices do have their own consequences. The cost of time and resources waiting to spend on unnecessary solution from the ground up. So if you're hosting your own nodes from the ground up, it could it could have a lot of time and a lot of resources to be wasted upon in case it doesn't work out. And lack of planning results in time spent experimenting with different protocols. So if you're not sure on the protocol that you're working on, you could be literally wasting weeks or months on it. The next point would be the fact that complex protocol require a time to get up and running with a functional proof of concept. So in the case of Starknet, I would say currently the nodes require a lot of effort to run it up. So I would say, like, why are you exactly like running it from scratch when you can have a provider like us who's doing all the back and all the dirty work for you. Deployments that are hard to maintain will require ongoing time and effort to keep stable. So if you're having the deployment hosted on it, then it will obviously require a lot of attention to you keep it stable in case of any downtime or any kind of issues that will be happening. Cost of investing heavily into one solution when you could exploring lineage of opportunities. Like even in the case of Chainstack, we offer like multiple opportunities for you to get started. Privacy issues that can arise from choosing the wrong consensus mechanism. So even when you're choosing any kind of consensus mechanism, there could be any kind of privacy issue, security issue that could be happening at the moment, and inability to scale appropriately. If you leave all the backend work to us, we can literally help you guys scale without letting you worry about any of the things. Deploying a network that doesn't support all consortium method needs. So if you're hosting a network and it doesn't it doesn't have your it doesn't support your need, then there's no point in hosting it. And choosing a protocol with poorly defined roadmap, little backing, and not enough community support that ends up becoming obsolete. So this is something that is pretty general that you guys should look into while building onto blockchain projects. So every choice impacts the time and money spent building on the right solution. Now that's where we come in. We literally help you to uh, host any kind of blockchain protocol. I mean blockchain project without worrying about the backend part. We we are a platform as a service company that empowers business developers to rapidly build, deploy, manage decentralized network and services. You must be like thinking why at Excel should we use services like Chainstack when we could actually host nodes on our own. And the major factors would be the fact that we could reduce the complexity and the challenges that are involved in working with blockchain, and we can literally do all that for you. And we are extremely short time to get started managing nodes. So when you're managing nodes, we could literally help you, even like cut down weeks to literally minutes to get you started. And you don't need that much technical skills to get the nodes running, because we provide an RPC node that can be used to communicate with each other. And scalability for any requirements, you can if you want to scale, or if you want to have more requests or anything that like that, we can literally help you do that. And low setup and maintenance cost. Hosting a node would require a lot of money and lot of attention to be given. We can literally do it for free for any independent developers. Security built in from the start, and we offer like the best case securities that could be helping you guys out with everything. So you don't have to worry about the security part. And there are like multiple users that could be using our Chainstack services. I would be saying there are enterprise developers who's looking to experiment blockchain solution for different companies. These kind of developers usually need a secure platform to scale and maintain its proof of concept. Then there are partner companies like ISVs, SIs, ISPs, consultants, etc., who are interested in offering blockchain solution to their clients. And in the hackathons, I would be thinking like most of them would be like independent developers who are trying to build a protocol, to get the hackathon started. I mean, to reduce the time and fully focus on the project only. So if you're looking to quickly start prototyping with blockchain and building your own decentralized application, then you should definitely try it out. And like want to, you can like deploy dedicated nodes on public blockchains and like in Starknet, etc. So you should like, how do you choose the right platform to manage your blockchain networks? There are 4 points that should be considered. First one would be, which protocol do they support? We definitely support Starknet. And what development options do they have? We have like multiple development options for you to get started on dedicated and any nodes that are available. Then how much does it cost? How do they charge? We are actually like completely free of cost to like most of the developers. And how easy is it to set up and build on? Essentially for like building a prototype during events like hackathons that are happening right now. You can see this video to get a better understanding of Chainstack.
Like cloud computing, blockchain has now become a disruptive standard in the enterprise world. Many businesses are embarking on blockchain projects, only to discover that working with blockchains requires deep expertise and a new mindset. Deploying blockchain protocols, understanding consensus, growing and managing a consortium, auditing transactions, ensuring security, it's just plain hard. What you need is a reliable, secure, simple way to start leveraging the power of blockchain in minutes, not days or weeks. And you want it available in one, unified, easy-to-manage platform. You want Chainstack, an enterprise-grade blockchain platform as a service. Chainstack helps you build, deploy, and manage networks, on cloud or on-prem, and on a variety of protocols, because enterprises have unique requirements, and when it comes to blockchain protocols, there's simply no one-size-fits-all. Chainstack combines powerful wizards on its front end and complex orchestration at the back end, so you can easily bring up, configure, provision, and manage your networks in a few clicks. Create permission networks on Fabric, Corda, Multichain, Quorum, and more to come, or launch a node on a public chain such as Ethereum. And that's not all. Form and scale consortiums without any special configuration or long-winded policy, all the while ensuring security, from the infrastructure and website layers to on-chain and off-chain. Simply put, with Chainstack, you can take your blockchain projects to market faster, be several times more productive, and leverage network effects. Chainstack, designed to help you get the most value out of blockchain in the simplest way possible. Like cloud computing.
So that's Chainstack, and now we look into solution we provide. We provide like solutions for like multiple protocols. In our case, like Starknet is the main protocol that we are supporting, and we offer like flexibility to experiment with multiple protocol all from a single dashboard. Even if you wanna try out other protocols, or in the future if you're like planning to support like multiple protocols. So the solution we have like cloud agnostic hybrid development, everything that you need. If you want your nodes on public cloud or deployed on-prem, you can like leave it to us. Chainstack give you the choice to deploy blockchain where you need them or across any hybrid environments like Google, Alibaba, Microsoft, Amazon, DigitalOcean, on-premise or like any other service that are available. Now the Chainstack solution, why do you actually need to use us? In our opinion, like we are like very cost effective compared to the other services. We develop a blockchain network and can require significant upfront investment that continues over its lifetime. That could happen with the current blockchain development. So we offer, most cost effective way to set it up. Even for like our independent developers, you guys could sign up and use it for free. And compared to hosting nodes on your own, we are comparatively very fast, and we take care of all of this getting you, and we run you like smoothly in literally minutes rather than hours or days or sometimes even weeks. And comparing to the current blockchain solution that are available, we are very easy to use because like deploying and maintaining on enterprise blockchain doesn't have to be a complicated process. Our UI completely removes complexity in deploying and managing blockchain so that you can do it with like one single click of a button. Now, the next thing like we want to talk about is the Bolt technology, which is a rapid node synchronization technology that is available right now in the market, and we have patented our own technology, which is like completely faster than any other technology available right now. You can see this video to get better understanding.
Imagine deploying a massive and ever-growing Ethereum blockchain node in just a few minutes. Here's how you do it. Sign up on Chainstack. Create a project. Select your network and cloud. Join the network. That's it. Bold, Chainstack's node synchronizing technology handles every DevOps complexity and gets you on a public or consortium chain in minutes. So now, you don't have to worry about the long synchronizing time, or for that matter, any instability during that process. Chainstack does all the hard work in the background, leaving you with the time to focus on building and scaling your application across multiple cloud and protocols. So go ahead, try Chainstack, and start building the decentralized world of tomorrow.
Now, you must be wondering what the Bolt technology would be. It is a simple way we synchronize our nodes and make it quick and painless for you guys to use it out. So, like Chainstack patented the node synchronization technology, and we did it like when we started out initially. Now, you don't have to spend hours or even days deploying or synchronizing any of the nodes that are available, especially in the Starknet, the Pathfinder nodes. And like never worry about any of the interrupted or failed development because we deployment because we take care of it. And comparing us to any other node synchronization technology, we are 320 times faster than any other technologies available in the market right now. Something that you could take more than one day, we could get it done within 6 minutes. And now I'll be showing you a demo of how you can create your own, Starknet nodes with it. Let me share my screen 1 second. Okay, so you can go to chainstack.com and sign up for a development account. Our developer plan is completely free, and you can literally have 3 million requests per month, and you don't have to pay for anything. So you can click on the start for free sharing a tab. Then once you sign up, you will get a dashboard like this, and over here you can go to create project. You can name your project. I'm going to create a Starknet example one. Then you can your chain should be the public chain because Darknet is a public chain. You can give a random description over here, and once that is done, you can create. So it's created right now. Now you can go to your created account, then click on get started over here, then select the blockchain protocol, which is Darknet, and select your network. It could be the main net or testnet. I'm going to choose testnet for the moment. Click next, and you can either select an elastic node or a dedicated node. Currently, I'm selecting an elastic node. Then your hosting should be private or public. For a public plan, you need a business or entrepreneur subscription. For the pre-plan, like only private public is available right now. Then you should be choosing your cloud provider from here, which is Frankfurt is the only geolocation available right now. After that, you can name your node. I'm gonna name it a random one, then create, and your summary will be shown regarding everything that you're gonna deploy, and you can click join network. And once it's done, you can see that in the uh, node 1 deployment it's getting deployed in the status one. What you can do is currently like it's gonna take like 5 or more minutes, so I'm gonna go to my main network, and as you can see I already deployed one over here, and you can check the test network over here, and it's deployed and the status is running right now. And once the status is running, you can click over here, and you can see all the details regarding it. And you can see there's the endpoint, and yeah, there's the http endpoint where you can copy and use it in your project. And in this way you can easily deploy and only focus on the main parts that are available, and leaving the node services and everything to us. That's pretty much it. And like we have like multiple documentation for you guys, get started with Starknet. You can read about it. It's written by our one of our dev advocate Antonio, and you can read about it. And if you have any issues with it, you can check out our main documentation regarding the Starknet. And yeah, we have literally everything. Even if you wanna like step by step deploy it, we have it written down. And other than that, we have an overview, and a lot of developers do a blog that can be used, uh, get you guys started. So that's pretty much it. If you guys want to get started, you can go and try out our services for free. And yeah, if you guys have any doubts, then you can contact me in the Discord. You can tag me, and I'll get you guys started. Thank you guys.
Okay, thanks so much, Alan, for the presentation. It was really great to
Mhm.
see. Yeah, this is recorded. I will upload this to YouTube so
Sure.
people can watch it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thank you. That's it.
Welcome, welcome. See you guys.
Thank you, Alan.
See
Bye.
you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.